What's up, guys? Welcome to March 10th. I'm tired as fuck. We just had a really crazy dream. No, I don't. What time is it anyway? It's my day off, so I like to indulge in a little sleepy sleep. 6 a.m. I went to bed yesterday at 12 p.m. I went to bed at noon, 11:30 noon, and I just woke up now. And that was crazy sleep. It was crazy sleep. What was that? 18 hours of sleep? Somewhere around there. Let's just say around 18 hours of sleep. Now I've got my bowl of Fiber One Raisin Bran. Mm. Mm. Boom. The lighting in my room looks really weird right now. My throat still hurts a little bit. My tongue actually is kind of numb. I don't know what that's about. But let's talk about that dream before I fucking forget. Alright, now I'm already starting to forget how it started. But basically, the gist of it was Rick Grimes and Peter Parker were at a party, and some crazy rich woman was involved, and what happened from there? I don't know. They were at a party and everything happened, and then basically they were in this like warehouse type. Was it? Yeah, it was like a warehouse type building, and like I could see the pieces coming together. Like something was about to happen. This one flaky guy was like involved, and he was like, "Hey, let me borrow the keys," or he was asking questions about the keys. For some reason, there was this key ring we had, and it was really weird because I could switch between Rick and Spiderman. And this wasn't like Spider-Man in a costume. This was just like standard Peter Parker, hiding his powers, not showing anybody he's Spider-Man. And he was like this weird guy was like doing some stuff. Very rich person. And I think Rich was also working for them or something. Because Rich had money in this dream. Like he was pretty wealthy. So what happened was the one weird flaky guy like vanished randomly. We didn't know where he went. When he showed back up, I think the daughter or son of the bad guy was involved too. Yeah. Yeah, I think they were the third person. But basically what happened was they locked down this building. They like I don't think they knocked me out. I think they just knocked everybody else out but me. And at this point I was in Peter Parker's body. And so they threw me into like the back of this giant like rectangular shape, like the best way to describe it is like a big rigs like carriage, like tank, like the thing that you'd put stuff into, big giant rectangular thing. And there was 3 layers of electricity that you had to go through to get into it, because there was kind of like a little loading dock type thing that you had to like go down to get into. And it was completely like lit up with like fluorescent bulbs, and it was very bright. And I had grabbed a giant pole, like a 5-foot long pole. And because that's the thing about me is I have a fascination with weapons that are like spears. I love long like pole type spear arms, like long arms. So I remember being dragged into this area, still Spider-Man, and I just remember there being I don't necessarily think they were prisoners, but they were like fucked up people. like assholes. They were just very assholey people, and they were all outside being like processed into this like fight thing. This sounds like I don't even know. So I don't know if this sounds like Hunger Games, but it kind of does. Like people being forced to fight against each other. So I remember this guy being forced in there. This giant guy, a really fucking giant guy. Like your typical like you're 7 foot tall dude, very muscular. Like how the fuck are you gonna fight this guy? I just remember because what happens is when you go through those 3 static fields, you're given like a handicap or like a benefit. And what happened was this guy came through and he like got iced over. Like his whole body got completely iced over, but he was still functioning. He's basically the main thing is his head was covered in ice. He couldn't see anything. So what had happened was I took my pole arm and just like rammed into his eyes. Like both of his eyes. I basically completely like crushed in from like here to here, like no nose, no eyeballs anymore. I just like smashed in front of his face, but he was still moving. So I did that to his face, and then I went after his Achilles heels. I popped one of those, and it didn't do anything to him. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not going for the other one." So I did one of those, and then I remember punching him some more. I don't know, but my main fear was like I was like, I'm not losing this weapon. These guys don't have weapons. I'm not losing my weapon, because that's my advantage. But I just remember thinking also like, Rick's a fighter. For those who don't know who Rick Grimes is, he's the main character of Walking Dead. I'm just thinking like, Rick's a fighter. Like maybe I should have jumped into Rick's body before this happened. But I didn't. I was Spider-Man. So I remember taking out a few guys. I don't even remember what happened when they died. I just remember beating one guy, then beating another guy, and then I was on the 3rd or 4th guy, and then I was just kind of like, I've had my fill. So I woke up. It's one of those weird dreams where you can instantly just like tap out of unconsciousness into consciousness, and you're awake with no like sleep penalty. You don't feel tired, you don't feel awake, but you're just like normal. You feel like you've been up. So that's pretty cool. That's for Bravely Default. Bravely Default. I'm on chapter 5. The big plot twist just happened. And I'm liking it. I think there's like 7 chapters and then there's a real chapter. The strategy that I'm reading says that. So I figured I was getting close near the end of the game, but I'm not. I've got all 4 I've got all 4 crystals. I just got the Earth crystal, and I don't know. I'm in a weird place right now. It seems like all of the effects of the crystals have vanished. We just went to Norend. It's completely destroyed again. Dead people are alive again. Basically, time shifted to like right before, like right when the game started. So the story's starting to pick up. It's less generic now. A masked. The thing about a game with amnesic characters, it's gonna always bite me back in the end. If he's not linked to like bad people or like late game people, then usually it's pretty minor. But for the most part, if there's an amnesic character, he's gonna be linked to like a major like late game event, and he was. So I'm gonna end this video here. I gotta eat my cereal still. I'm gonna try to enjoy the rest of my day off, which I don't even think is possible anymore because it's 6 a.m. Alright, goodbye.